Pack, Set, Go. Traveling Podcast presents Travel Star Tuesday.
Number birds. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Welcome to Pack, Set, Go Traveling Podcast. I am on location, as you can tell. I'm not in my house. I'm somewhere very, very far away with a very, 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 very special friend of mine. Where am I? Let me see. Where am I? I am in the beautiful island of Bali, Indonesia, with the master, the best teacher for video editing, period. There is nobody else. Don't try to Google. Don't try to look. He's the man. Very, very simple. Sit your mic up and tell them who you are one more time. For the first time, actually.
Thank you, brother. Do I need to have the microphone in front of me or not?
No, this is just for props.
Okay. Well, as you know, maybe you don't know, my name is MARIO PRAWIRA. I create basically videos on my phone. I shoot, edit, upload everything on my phone, and that is my philosophy on how to create content.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I like to keep it simple. You know, I think it's super important just to keep things simple and get really good at the simple things.
Simple. I like simple.
Right.
I like simple. I like easy. You taught me two words that stick with me forever. You taught me short and snappy. Those are my two words forever. So as you know, I'm a travel vlogger. I've been to over 77 countries. So I think I've been a lot of places.
Right.
And creating content when I travel is always a challenge for me, and my brother too, because usually I have to hold the camera, then he goes, or he goes, then I go. But we never have a story. We never have a vision.
Right.
And you always tell us you must create a story first before you actually shoot. So these are things we want to talk about on this podcast of Pack, Set, and Go live from Bali. So being in a place like this where there's so much content, like the waterfalls, the rice fields.
Even our background.
The backgrounds, the bamboo trees. There's so much content here. How do you not record everything? Like, how do you know what to record?
That's such a good question. I mean, Bali is super Instagrammable, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've been doing this for now almost 3 years. So I've been, if I may say, all around Bali, you know, just to see what I can record, what I can't record. But yeah, it's like how you say it, there's always a possibility to record. Like whatever angle, whatever location you're gonna be, there is always a possibility to record. So I think, you know, as soon as you're at a place where you can create content, think of the story and shoot.
Okay.
You know, I think that's the way to go in Bali here, especially people coming here to come and create content. A lot of content creators come here to literally create content and then go again.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that doesn't matter where you're at, it's just a huge bonus where you're at. And as long as the story is strong, I think Bali just adds more onto that. That's what I think.
So as content people come here to create content, do they have an idea of what they want to shoot, do you feel? Or they come here and they just freestyle?
You know, in the end, I'm not here to judge. If you're going to do freestyle, you can do freestyle, right? But I do personally think if you have, you know, a couple of scripts ready, a couple of video ideas ready, or let's just say, you know, I'm going to this location, I'm just going to think of a super simple story to create content there, you know? So I don't know, like, let's just say you're going to go check out a temple. You could just make a temple, you could just make a video of you walking into the temple, and then that's it. Or you could actually think of a story a little bit as to, you know, how they give you the sarong, and then you're wearing it, you know, and then you say something real quick, and then you let them know, I'm going to be walking in now, have somebody else of you shooting, praying, you know, just have like a sequence of how a tourist would do that.
Yes.
Showcase that in a story as to just some random shooting.
A sequence. A sequence. That's what I think when I travel with me and my brother, we really have no idea. Because every day we go outside, it's an adventure. Like, literally. From the time we wake up, we just pack, set, and go. Literally, pack, set, and go. So I think for us, even coming to Bali, even here, you need a day just to unwind. Because it's a long flight from where we come from. And also, you need to have a day where you get to just soak it all in. Because coming here just to create content, you're missing the value of the countries. You know what I'm trying to say? So like, when we travel, we like to give back, meet people, play with the cats. You say in the background, you know, we love cats and dogs. I mean, so, you know.
If I may add, it's crazy that you're here for only 4 days.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, you came here for me, you came here to create some content and to do your own thing, which is beautiful. But like, you need like at least 3 days to unwind.
Yes, yes,
Look around, check Bali, and do the
yes.
things, and then have another 2 more days to unwind before you go.
Yeah, you're
Not,
right.
You know, 4 days, and the first day, ignore the jet lag.
Exactly. But the name of our show is called Pack, Set, Go.
Right.
So we pack, we set, and we go. Unfortunately, this trip here is very compressed because we're going somewhere else next week.
Right.
So we had to squeeze this trip in here to get content, to meet you, to learn from the master directly. Because sometimes when you take these courses online, it's a little different because they show you what to do, but not how to do it.
Yeah.
So we had to come here and sit with you because your videos about travel is just amazing. From the food to the location, to the scenery, to the backdrop, everything is all on point. And I think it's the story. Each video you do, you tell a story.
Absolutely.
And people miss that point because sometimes they come here with no story.
Absolutely. I think, you know, if I may add on to that, a friend of mine called Aaron, he says it really well, and I also got the idea a little bit from him. Basically, let's just say pack, set, and go, right? You are going to, I don't know, let's just say your next trip is Afghanistan, right? It is, right? Many stories there, right? I don't know what's going to happen there, but
let's find out.
Let's find out. But basically, let's just say Afghanistan is a movie.
Yeah.
That's going to be your movie. Afghanistan is your movie. And the content you make is going to be scene telling of that movie. So you show different scenes of that movie.
Got you.
Right? So you break things down.
Yeah.
So the actual ride from the airport to the place you're going to stay is a scene. The place you're going to be staying, what you're going to be eating, what you're going to be doing is a scene. Break things down into scene already makes it into a story.
Yes.
Right? So having that scene, knowing my first video is going to be the airport trip to the place I'm going to stay. I'm going to make a small story out of that. That's one scene ready. And then it all adds up to being the movie in Afghanistan.
At the end, yeah. And that movie sounds like a nice movie. Here's the kicker now, okay? So now I have 40 clips of this movie. What do I do? What do I do? I have 40 clips, and hopefully they're in order.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. I have 40 clips now from the time we land to the airport, to the hotel, to the car, to the food, to the first day, second day, third day, and so forth. How do you know which clips to keep, which clips to use?
I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what I do, right? So let's just say I go to your case, you're going to be going to a new location like Afghanistan. For my case, let's say I'm going to be going to a hotel. I'm going to be creating 3 pieces of content.
Yep.
Right? So I shoot, let's say, 3 days of content, and I'm not going to edit it until I'm at home.
Oh.
Okay? Just for example, okay? But what I'm going to do is when I know this shot is good, I'm going to favorite it. That's first, okay? So I'm going to favorite it, you know what I mean? But at night, on that night of that shooting, the first night, for example, the videos I favorite, I create a folder for it too.
Okay.
Right? In the Photos app, which everybody has, or if it's an iPhone or an Android, I create a folder of favorites.
We're both iPhones, but my assistant is an Android.
That's the difference, you know?
Yeah.
But in the end,
hey,
you can still, but you can still, you know, create folders.
Yeah.
So keeping it simple, create folders and just deleting all that stuff. Like,
I never delete.
Yeah, man, you told me last night you have 1 terabyte.
I have 1 terabyte of videos from an iPhone 14 Pro that just came out less than 11 months ago, and now I'm full. But a whole nother story. So in this part of the trip here, we call this the give back. Okay, you ready for this one?
I've never heard of it, but yeah.
This is called the give back. This is where we ask you to pick a place that you want to go on Small's American Express card, not mine, free trip, anywhere in the world. We've heard some wild places before, but everybody's different. Where would you want us to send you? But you only had an hour to pack, 1 hour to grab your keys, you know, your cell phone charger. Where in the world does Mario want to go in 1 hour?
That's a good question. I didn't even think about this. But like, to be super honest, if I could really choose where would I want to go and just have an hour to pack, it would be Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like some creators there are my friends. The place looks beautiful, and just and it's not that far away, you know. So the possibility of creating content in Japan does intrigue me because I've been doing this for 3 years now in Bali. Always a nice, refreshing idea to be creating somewhere else. And I feel as if Japan would be the place where I could experiment a bit.
Okay, Japan. Tokyo, I'm thinking.
I would say Tokyo.
Start in Tokyo, then branch off.
Yeah, so I'm going to be going with you to Tokyo.
Tokyo. I've been there, so you come with us. Well, I'll be your tour guide in Tokyo.
All right, okay.
Yes, Tokyo. Wow, that's a good place. We heard other places before, never Tokyo. You're the first Tokyo. You're the first Tokyo.
Yeah.
So Smalls, get that ready.
What's the most?
Maldives.
The
Maldives is like #1. Maldives. Bali is actually top 3 also. Thailand is #2.
Yeah.
Everybody says Thailand.
I think about like places to create content, you know, not because I am already in a place where I'm on holiday every day.
You're on vacation every day. Yeah. You're lucky. You're lucky.
That's what my mom says.
In New York, it's cold. So right now it's probably like 50 degrees in New York. It's cold.
I heard Greg saying the plants in New York are made of plastic.
Yes, these plants behind you are probably made of plastic in New York because they'll freeze to death. And also, these plants need water. In New York City, there's no water.
There's no water.
No.
Well, what else what do they have there? What's the best?
Shade, hate, pain.
KFC?
KFC. They got KFC. KFC asking Bali is actually good.
That's good.
Wow, this is okay. Let me take another question for you. This is very good because, you know, I've learned to create content because I was the only person with the camera that was good. Yeah. Not because I wanted to. I'd rather go on a trip and someone shoot me than for me to shoot you. Because I feel I'm a star. Don't you agree? I think I'm a star.
I actually do agree. Like on a very humble level, I do think you have this flair and this creativity in you and the very entertaining aspect of when you speak.
Yes.
You know, so it's something which keeps me glued watching your reels. You know,
Thank
you actually talking, being you is very interesting. And for me, much more interesting to watch than probably you recording somebody else.
Yes. And I think when you travel, you definitely need a plan. That's one thing. You also need a story. How do you feel about this question? CTAs, like, I know you know that I know that you know that I know that you know that I know. I don't like CTAs, but can you tell the viewers what CTA means, #1? What does it mean? And also, if you're not a CTA person, what can you do to still engage with the people without having to be a CTA type of feel?
So first of all, CTA means call to action.
Yes.
Right?
That's similar to where you say, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And I don't do that at all. You know what? I never do that. Because if you like me, you like me. I don't have to ask you to like me.
100%.
But, you know, that's just me.
I guess, you know, people like putting CTAs just to keep the people engaged and somehow try and get the people to follow their community, follow their work. But I'm sure you know that you know, I don't have CTAs either.
Yeah.
I don't tell the people to follow or like my stuff. But what I do is I loop my content.
Yes.
Right? So I just connect the back to the front and hopefully keep that person glued to my video and then them realizing I actually want more, and then from there, let them decide if they want more or not. You know?
Yes.
I want them to have a choice. Because nowadays in life, you're barely given a choice.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to come over here in my videos and tell you again what to do, I'd hate that because I don't want to be told what to do.
That's a good tip.
Right? So
that's a very good tip.
That's take it. If it brought you something, if it gave you value, like it, save it, whatever you want to do with it.
Yes.
You know? But I'm just going to keep on pumping
it out. Me too.
Yeah.
You'll get the message eventually when it hits you, when you want it to hit you.
Exactly.
100%.
I also have a product, a course, where I'm not going to push it. You know?
Okay.
It's there though. If you want to learn more, you can read it, you can watch it, you can do whatever you want with it, but I'm not going to put it in your face every day.
Exactly.
But it's there, I stand behind it, and it's good for you.
Well, we could do this since I do the editing. We could put the course, the link, just a small link right here.
Thank you.
Right there.
I'm not going to say no.
And then take it away like this. And that's it.
Where did you learn that from?
I learned from you.
No, Natalia.
Natalia?
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah, that appearing thing,
yes,
right?
with the letters. But I met her through you, so it's still through you.
True.
You're the teacher, and I'm the student.
Awesome.
So we're going to wrap this podcast up. It's been a great episode with Mario. Mario, tell them where to find you one more time. Just your Instagram. That's enough. Or where to find you on all platforms.
Right.
Because I can put it here at the bottom for you. Right there. Where you want it?
Right here, brother.
There it is. Okay, tell them.
I teach mobile videography. tutorials and inspiration. If it inspires you, good. If it doesn't, it's okay. It's all right there for you to take. I do not want nothing in return. Please, thank you.
Got you. And the Lifestyle Brothers, we also want nothing in return but your honesty and your love. That's it, which is free. It's free to love somebody. There's no charge. I love the dog barking in the background.
The dog, the dog
yeah,
agrees with
I
you.
say love and the dog starts barking. I love you. I love you. The Lifestyle Brothers, you can find us on all platforms, starting with our website, www.lifestylebrothers.com. Our beautiful merch shop. Show them the shirt. See that? Travel Stars. We have the merch. We have close to dogs too. It's coming. Doggy treats, you know? So thank you so much for following us. That's your key or my key?
My key.
That's your key? Okay. This is live in Bali. This is the first podcast we ever did in Indonesia.
Yes.
First time ever. So thank you for having me. Thank you for.
Next
one's going to be or in Japan with you. I'm ready to go to Japan. All right. And we are. Wait, I gotta do my favorite sound. If you know me, I always do one sound. What's the sound I make, Kadik? What's the sound I make? Ooh. He knows it. You gotta try it now. You can't let him beat you. One time. One time, Mario. Ooh. That's very good. That's very good. I'm proud of these guys. And we out of here. Ooh.
Thank you for your support. It keeps us motivated to keep doing what we do. To find out more about us, you can catch us at www.thelifestylebrothers.com. On Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, you can find us at the same name, The Lifestyle Brothers. And if you want to find some dope cinematic shots, bloopers, travel reels, be sure to subscribe our YouTube channel, The Lifestyle Brothers. Once again, on behalf of Goon and myself, we thank you.